Good morning to all. Today we will discuss thermal conductivity. As we know, thermal conductivity is the coefficient of thermal conductivity is defined as the amount of heat conducted per second per unit area maintained at unit temperature of gradient. That is, kappa K is equal to Qx divided by A into theta 1 minus theta 2 into E, where the unit of thermal conductivity is watt per meter per Kelvin, where K, that is kappa, is thermal conductivity, Q is amount of heat conduction from hot end to the cold end, X is the thickness of the material, area of the cross section is defined as capital A, and T is time of conduction, and theta 1 minus theta 2, that is temperature difference or temperature gradient. In this, we are going to see the thermal conductivity of a bad conductor by Least method. As we know, thermal conductivity varies from material to material. That is, a material can have a good conductivity of heat or a bad conductivity of a heat also. If the material has good conductivity of heat, then it is a good thermal conductor. If not so, that is bad thermal conductor. In this, we are going to see a thermal conductivity of a bad conductor, that is a cardboard sheet or a ebonite sheet, by using a Least method. Now we will see the Least method. This method is specially made for measuring the thermal conductivity of a bad conductor. See here, a metal, there are two different chambers. One is a steam chamber, other one is a drain chamber. In between, we are going to keep a thermal conductivity measuring unit. First, we will see the description, that is construction of this method. Least method apparatus consists of a metallic disc, that is capital D, bad conductor, and a steam chamber. The metallic disc, bad conductor, and steam chamber should have the same diameter, that is, it should not exceed or exceed the material. The bad conductor is placed in between a metallic disc and steam chamber. Two thermometers, that is T1 and T2, are inserted in steam chamber and disc to measure the temperatures. The whole arrangement is hanged over a stand. Now we'll see the working of this method. Steam is passed into the steam chamber. Heat is passed to the disc through the bad conductor. When the temperature of the chamber and the disc reaches steady state, the readings are noted. That is, theta 1 is steady temperature of the disc and theta 2 is steady temperature of the chamber. Now we will derive the thermal conductivity expression. For that, we have to know what is X, that is thickness of the bad conductor. It's normally in millimeter range. M is mass of the disc. S is specific heat capacity of the disc. R is radius of the disc. A is area of cross section, that is pi r squared, because we have taken a spherical bad conductor, and RC is rate of cooling. First, we are going to calculate the amount of heat conducted by the bad conductor per second, that is K into A, theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by X. Here, we can substitute the value pi r squared for A, that is area of cross section, that is K pi r squared theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by X. This is the amount of heat lost per the disc per second is equal to mass into specific heat capacity into rate of cooling, that is MSRC, where M is mass of the material, S is specific heat of the disc, and RC is rate of cooling. At steady state, that is equilibrium state, heat conducted by the bad conductor per second is equal to heat lost by the disk per second. That is, equation number 1 is equal to equation number 2, that is K into pi r squared theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by x is equal to m into s into RC. That is K is equal to ms x RC divided by pi r square into theta 1 minus theta 2. Here in this equation number 3, we do not know what is RC, that is rate of cooling. For that we have to calculate what is RC. To find the rate of cooling, that is RC, here the procedure comes. The bad conductor is removed in between the disc and the chamber. So the steady steam chamber is directly placed on the disc. When the temperature of the disc reaches 5 degrees centigrade higher than theta 2, the steam chamber is removed and the disc is allowed to cool. As the disc cools, the temperature is noted at regular intervals of time. For example, for 80 degrees centigrade, what is the time taken? For the next 79 degrees, the time taken. Likewise, it goes to the room temperature. The time and temperature graph is drawn where time is taken in x-axis and temperature is taken in y-axis. So that from the slope value we can get the rate of cooling, that is d theta divided by dt, and it is found from the graph, that is slope value. By substituting this we can find the cases. Case number 1, that is radiation takes place from bottom surface area and sides of the disc, that is RC is equal to pi r square plus 2 pi r h. So RC is equal to pi r into r plus 2h. In case of 2, that is radiation takes place from top surface area, bottom surface area and the sides of the disc, that is upper and lower cases. That is t theta by dt is equal to pi r square plus 2 pi r h. So 2 pi r into r plus h. So d theta by dt is equal to 2 pi r into r plus h. From equation number 4 and 5, we get RC value, that is r plus 2h into divided by 2 into r plus h d theta by dt. Substitute this equation number 6 in equation number 3, we get K is equal to ms x d theta by dt r plus 2h divided by pi r squared into 2r plus h. This is the given equation or expression to find the thermal conductivity of a bad conductor by using least disk method. So we have discussed the least disk method, the experimental method and the derivation part. Thank you.